It's one thing to admire, it's another thing to attempt. Let's try this out together. So what we'll be needing for this tutorial is a big triangle, a small triangle, a petal-like design, a long stripe, and a rose. Let's dive in. So note that measurements used for this tutorial is based on my preference. Like I said, this is a mini tutorial. I hope you get the message. So right now I'm using 10 inches by 9 inches. So you connect your triangle together and you give it a curve at the down part. Can you see the way I did the curve at the down part? Then you cut out. Do the same for your small triangle. You cut out your triangle. I'm using 7 by 7.5 for this. Like I said, measurements used is based on my preference. You can decide to go lower, you can decide to go higher. They give it a curve also, like the bigger one. Then you cut out. Now you need to fold that together to ensure that they are both even and they are both equal. Ensure that the sides are both even and they are both equal. So when I'm done cutting out the excess, I'll take it to my table to iron paper stay, cut my fabric and iron paper stay on it. Now that I'm done adding paper stay to it, I'll turn that out and I'll sew the edge. So turn that out and sew the edge. For this project, you need to weave because you don't want your work to look rough, right? You want your work to look neat. You need to weave those parts I'm indicating. You need to weave. So when I'm done weaving, I'll go ahead to turn my long stripe. Can you see? You go ahead to turn your long stripe. So when you turn your long stripe, you go ahead to cut out your petal design. So this petal design or this shape, there was not too much measurement taken. I just drafted it out the way I want it to look from the image of the picture. And I cut that out. I cut 4 of it. So for my rose, I'm sure we all know how to make flowers, right? So it's more like I'm making a flounce, but a mini flounce. Then I cut out. I make it of 2.5 for this. So I cut out my desired shape and my desired length. So I'll cut that out. I'll cut facing for it and I'll turn that out. Can you see what my rose look like? So pretty. Now let me show you what you'll be using for this project. As you can see, so what you need to do now is this part you need to pay attention. So I'll be talking too much. Just watch this to the end. If you find this video helpful, kindly follow, drop a like, share. You get the midpoint. You get the midpoints. You pleat that down to the sides. When you pleat that down, you go sew that down. When you pleat that, you go and sew. So once you sew that part, you now fold the side a bit. Can you just see how? I hope this is making sense. I really hope this is making sense. So now that I've done all the 4 flowers, you will have to like beautify this by using a cup chain. So if you look at the picture, they made use of a stone, but there's no time for that. I'll just use a cup chain to save time. So when I'm done joining and I'm done gumming all this, I would gum that on the flower design, as well as I will gum my rose also, and I'll pass the long stripe. So you gum your rose, as you can see. Take your time. And I'm going to use my office pin. I'll use my office pin to pass the long stripe inside, and I'll tack that down, as well as I'll tack the big one also inside. Can you see where I'm going to tack that? Can you see? So I'm going to tack that down when I'm done cutting out the excess. So you just tack that down, what you can see, so that it will be firm. Then I'll also tack the bigger one inside. So you tack the tail down. I'll take it to my dress form and I'll pin that down. So to save time, I couldn't post how I was pinning, but it's very easy. It's pretty easy to pin down. Very easy. I don't want the video to be too long. If you find this video helpful, follow, drop a like. I really hope you find this helpful. I really hope this is making sense. Bye. See you in my next video.